What's up, everyone? Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com, here with NPC Bodybuilder Andrew Brady at the 2018 Maryland State East Coast Classic Championships. Brandon, how are you today?
I'm good, man.
Now, you were telling me your story here. You are from Southern Maryland?
Yep, Southern Maryland. Yep.
And we're going to talk about your coach and the gym you train at in a second, but you did the Lehigh last year.
Correct, yep.
And for those of you that don't know, the Lehigh's been around for like
69 years this year, I believe.
It's insane. Yeah, it's been around like forever. You did that show, you took second.
Yep.
And you're coming here this year and you want the win in the heavyweight and hopefully the overall.
Yeah, I'm looking for first place this year. I got second place last year. And I'd like to win the overall and take the whole thing home. The Maryland State and the East Coast Classic. I'm looking to win the whole thing. I mean, I trained for a year for this. I put 100% plus into it, and you know, that's what I've got my mindset on, is winning the whole thing.
And I think that'll make Rich Siegelman, the promoter, very happy, because it sounds like you just said this is a show that you've been waiting for over a year, training for over a year. It just so happens this is two shows in one, and you can compete in both because you're from Maryland.
Correct.
Talk to us about your coach and the gym where you train at.
Okay, so my coach is Joe Bender, Bender Bods. We go to the Coliseum Gym in Columbia, Maryland, and it's you know, it's a hole-in-the-wall gym, but it's a nice facility, and it's a bodybuilding you know, NPC type gym. I mean, when you walk in this place, it's lined with pictures of men and women who have gone on stage and won. You know, figure, bikini girls, men's bodybuilding, physique, men's physique. I mean, there's over 100 pictures on the wall of just competitors, and so it has that vibe to it. It has that you know, it's got that wow factor. You go in there like,
sure,
man, this is the place I want to lift. I want to, you know, it's very motivating. So I'm up there, you know, training with him, and like I said, it's a great place.
Yeah, and it's great because nowadays, like, quote unquote gyms are like fitness centers. Planet Fitness is retro fit. I mean, to go to a real bodybuilding gym, like with, like you said, all the champions on the wall, and have a coach that really knows what he's talking about, you know, that's unfortunately, it's very rare. It used to, you know, there used to be a lot more of that now, but it's a good thing you got a good coach and a good team in your corner. So in terms of, you know, the prep for this show, for these shows, so you're doing both, what would you say comes easiest to you? I mean, you have a lot of size and you came in dialed in, so I'm imagining that the training isn't a problem for you, but maybe it is. I don't know. Like, what would you say is the toughest part when you have caloric manipulation, yet you have to basically do everything as you would normally?
Yeah, so the lifting the weights is the easy part for me. It's those last 3 or 4 weeks really when I really get in that caloric deficit. I'm doing, you know, an hour plus cardio, and I'm just, you know, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm normally walking around 230, 240 pounds, and now I weighed in today at 206. So I'm pretty hungry. So I mean, it's the mind over matter, staying strong, not eating, you know, when your body wants to eat, just so you can come shredded into the show. You know, I wanted to bring that stellar conditioning this year and be ultra aesthetic, and I feel like I did that. And I've been hungry, and
right.
But I've pushed through, mind over matter, man.
Yeah, you're definitely aesthetic. I mean, you're wearing a tank top and shorts, but I can still see that you're aesthetic. And the thing is that I never would have guessed that you weighed 206. I would have thought you weighed a lot more, but that's part of the illusion of the whole sport, which is real good.
Right, correct. Yeah.
And you also had told me off camera that you know champions like Jay Cutler really inspired you, because I had asked you, what got you involved. I know you had said you played some football in high school and got into weight training, but I mean, the sport is growing, but it's still kind of a niche sport. It's not like a basketball or a football, so you almost have to go out of your way to find it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a taboo sport, and it you know, I just, like I said, I did weightlifting in high school, a little bit of football, and then after high school, you know, I was in and out of the gym, but once, you know, I got a little bit older, I found myself more in the gym and less out partying and running the roads, and eventually someone was like, you know, man, you're getting so big, why don't you ever thought about doing a show? And it never occurred to me, but I had always read, you know, Men's Health and Muscle and Fitness magazine. I'd followed Jay Cutler and Phil Heath and Dennis Wolf and those guys, you know, 10 years ago, you know what I mean? And I always like, wow, these guys are huge, you know, and it's awesome. And now I'm starting to get more into that and competing and seeing what that's all about, and I love it. You know, it's awesome. So
awesome. And then finally, social media. You know, if people want to like follow your journey, especially after this competition, Instagram and Facebook. I think Instagram's bigger right now for a lot of people, but you know, say both if you'd like, and if you have a YouTube or anything like that, just share it with us if you can.
Yeah, so I've got an Instagram. It's at RealSlimBrady7. I'm also with the Legion, Blackstone Labs, so you can use that discount code and get 10% off Blackstone Labs products. And yeah, you can find me on Facebook too under Andrew Ryan Brady. Yeah, man. So
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for the interview. I'm going to send it to PJ and Karen Yoakum because I'm friends with them, so I'm sure they'll get a kick out of it.
Awesome.
Best of luck tomorrow. It sounds like you got your head in the game. You got your head on straight. You prepped the hell out for this show, for these 2 shows. I think you're going to do real well. So best of luck tomorrow, and hope to see you in the winner's circle.
Thanks a lot.